What's up, guys? So for today, we're gonna be talking about Bayonetta. This is a character that, when Ultimate came out, people thought she was pretty bad, and honestly, reasonably so. She was nerfed heavily from her disgustingly broken incarnation in Smash 4. So if anyone does not know somehow, Smash 4 Bayo is best character in the game by far. She could touch a death view with a little bit of practice, just a tiny bit of practice. She had a ridiculous disadvantage, which time was a disgustingly dumb counter that led to 0 deaths. She had really good burst mobility. Her neutral was not the best, but it was better than most characters, only being really outclassed by top tiers. So when Ultimate came out, the devs nerfed the Bayo a lot. They did not want her to be good. No one wanted Bayonetta to be good. We're all like, all right, bro, girl, you got paid for your crimes. Get in that low tier corner. And then throughout all of Ultimate, she got buffed a lot. Throughout all the buffs, the Bayonetta players really learn to take advantage of them slowly but surely, and now you have pretty good representation with Bayonetta, with Bloom Forever kind of dominating Europe for about the past year or so, with wins on Gluttony and Shuton. Lima's been doing very well with a win on Tweak at Collision. I lost to Frog, the Bayonetta from Vegas before. So the Bayonetta players are getting good results with her lately, and I'm just gonna explore what happened. How did she go from being low tier trash to, in my opinion, a potential top tier? I think this character is probably top 20-ish. I think she's very strong and only getting stronger. And a lot of good players are saying this character is very strong and is picking up steam. I don't expect people to start picking her up unless she does well versus Steve, which I doubt because it's Steve. But anyway, she is clearly been underrated. And let's dive into why. So I want to look at the buff she got, because their Ultimate, she got a lot of buffs. They made it so her multi-jab has a bit more knockback. That's nice. There's bigger buffs to that later. Dash tag is more knockback. Up tilt connects more reliably. This one's going to be a big deal. They buffed down smash here. They actually buffed it a few times, but honestly, that move is whatever. They made it so less landing lag after aerial side B, which is massive. Both kicks 1 and 2. They made up B have less landing lag when you use it twice. Another massive one. And connects more reliably because people fall out of it. Big deal. Her counter has a longer window of counter and more invincibility, so you can counter and run through attacks more reliably. Forward tilt has less end lag, not a big deal. Here we go. This buff. Reduce startup on up tilt. This 7-frame move now. The second hit lingers a lot longer. And they changed the end lag, so basically it doesn't have any extra end lag. But overall the move's now faster, right? And I just want to show you this move real quick. So this move is one of the biggest reasons that I think she's a very good character now. This move, frame 7, hits really far in front of her. And then, whatever here. And then massively high above her. And it lingers here. So this is an amazing tool. You parry with someone, 7-frame combo starter. Someone's just above you, alright, I think 11-frame massive hitbox combo starter. Hard to punish because it's not too long of a move, only at 30 frames. It's bad on block. You gotta be ready for this move to punish. And it has enough range, you can block the tip of it. And it's not easy to punish for some characters at max range. So that's amazing move. Buff to that was insane. Hits more reliably as well. They even buffed its range. So yeah, this move is just insane. Forward smash, more knockback, and lingers longer, whatever. Side B has less end lag, a grounded side B. So better combos and that. 5 frames is massive, by the way. 5-frame end lag reduction is absolutely massive. Up B has less SDI multiplier, meaning you can't SDI out of the move nearly as well as you could. So she has more reliable combos. That's a big deal. They made her multi-jab have more knockback again, and the knockback angle is a little bit lower, making it better for killing. And even if it doesn't kill, it puts people in a worse spot because they're lower angle, so easier edge guard. Buff down smash again, whatever. And when you wish time a projectile, the kind of reduction on which times slowdown is lower. So basically, you can which time projectiles more freely without screwing over you, which times when you do find it connected for approach tools. So these are really big buffs overall. They basically said, hey, all of this character's specials, let's buff them. Just every single special. So they buffed all of her specials to make them safer, have more combo ability, and they buffed up tilt to just become god move. They buffed 2 of her smashes, which are still, I think, underrated, underexplored smashes, to be significantly better. But with that said, I think a big thing that happened is also that Bayonetta players just kind of learned that this character has a lot of sauce. I think the big thing about Bayonetta is she's really good at denying the opponent from playing their game. And I also think this is why it took a long time to get good at playing her. Because for a character like her, in order to deny the opponent from playing their game, you have to know what game they want to play first. So you have to let the other characters develop a little bit and figure out, okay, how do these characters play? What do they want to go for? What are their weaknesses? And then she exploits that. And I say this because I'm just going to go through different things. So up B, this is a frame 6 out short moves like combos. So if you know your opponent's going to do something that's -6 or worse, you run up, you shield, you get punished, right? You get punished using the combos. You're probably not going to get a kill off this unless you have like, I shouldn't say that. Bayonetta players have found some crazy shit out. But yeah, so not only is this buffed, but like this is like a, you can't hit my shield. You also can't be in this airspace above me while I'm shielding. Also, if you're off stage, this is a great edge guard tool. It's like, this is like a really annoying tool for a lot of characters to deal with. And if you're a character like Mario, Yoshi, Wario, these close range characters, this move probably like defines the matchup and makes it obnoxious. So she has that. Then she has this. This move denies you jumping. If you want to jump in Bayonetta's airspace, and she does this. Nope, don't do it. She'll get combos off of that. You know, she can do a lot of damage in those combos too. So this is a, you have to stay grounded versus her, which for some characters staying grounded is very hard. Some characters don't have a great grounding game. They have to jump to like get anything good going. So I feel like for a lot of characters, just the existence of this move, especially the fact that she has so much mobility after this move. You know, you do like this, and you jump away and like you're hard to punish. So that is really annoying. Also, I should mention with up B, of course, we've seen Game Watch. Having a comboable fast up B you can act out of immediately to make it really hard to punish is really good. I should have mentioned that part when mentioning the up B. Yes, you have that. And then you just look at her general disadvantage. You know, she's off stage, she's recovering. That's just it. Like, she has lots of recovery mix-ups. With all the side Bs and up Bs, you know, she can air dodge the ledge, up B the ledge, she can go to the ledge immediately. She can bounce off the ledge even. Oops. Do like that. And you have to ledge his a lot of ledge saws because she can grab ledge and be like, alright, I'm gonna up B and then like do like this and this. And then you have to be like, oh god, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna land stage, she gonna ledge, she gonna hit me. So her recovery is really good. Her ledge game is really strong. And then when she wants to get off ledge, just jump side B. A lot of characters can't chase that well, especially because she can act out of side B, right? So it's not even like, oh, you can punish this. Like, oh, I just jump side B, went to the other ledge. You know, imagine platforms, or I mix up fast full air dodges. I mix up which time. You get it, like there's so many different options for her to land defensively or even just aggressively with like a forward air or a neutral air. Maybe look for a back air. So lots of mix-ups off the ledge. And then you can start to the juggling game. Like, you can't juggle this well either. Like, she also is decently fast in the air, actually. She actually has one of the highest air accelerations in the game. So she's able to change her air momentum really quickly. You know, especially come out with her other aerial options like side B and up B. Like, she can change her options or her movement in the air so easily. And her max airspeed, while it's not the highest, I think it's like, it's okay. It's like about middle of the pack, maybe a little bit lower. But yeah, overall, so chasing her in the air, exceptionally difficult. And add to the fact that, you know, she has frame 1 combo escape tool, which bats within. So her air dodge, frame 1 combo escape, spot dodge, rolls, and for anyone who doesn't know, the average character is frame 3 on their air dodge invincibility. Some like Pichu or the Spaceys have frame 2, and they can be hard to combo sometimes. But most characters have frame 3. Some even have frame 4. I think like DK does. But yeah, the only other characters with frame 1 combo escape tools, I believe, are Snake Grenades, which you can use those against him. And I think Luigi down B is actually frame 1 invincibility in the air. Very good move, by the way. So that's like a luxury. It makes a lot of combos not work on her. You have to limit your combo game versus her and bait out the bats within. So your damage on her is effectively going to be lower than what you deal on most characters, with the potential to get reversal. Massive deal. She just has to know like where, you know, she wants to spam bats within, where you can pay out the air dodges, whatever. I will say that to compensate for it, she can't evade grabs with her invincible options until like frame 5 or 6, depending on the move. So she has worse grabs than most characters, but small price to pay. So she has all that. You know, she has her counter. which has a massive activation range on, by the way. Like that's a massive slowdown activation range, where I just get to run up and hit you. And even if I do like this, I can just run up and pressure you now during that, because I'm invincible during part of this. Look at that. So it's like, you have to respect all of these options that are meant to punish you. Oh, of course she has grounded side B as a burst option, which also, not only is this a burst option that combos, it low profiles, right? It's like if you're trying to space on like a standing opponent and she does this, you're gonna whiff. And I mean, with how low she goes, there's a lot of characters that can't even reliably hit this with the aerials. But like, there is a decent amount of destroying this move. So like, if you don't have a good amount of range and good timing, because keep in mind, this is a burst option that goes pretty far, pretty fast. Like, this will hit you. So you have to space and time your buttons to challenge this effectively. You can block and get punished, sure. But it's like, that means you have to kind of wait for her to make a mistake using this, and she can just not do that. And then you go, okay, well, what if I were to just, camp her out with projectiles, or even just camp her out by moving, playing safe, and not committing too much until she commits something. She can just press you with gun. This isn't the best tool, but it's annoying, especially if you're taller. Same with this, not the best tool, but it's annoying, it gets damage. Especially if you're not doing anything, like that's damage. This is damage right here. Smash 4. So it's like, you can't even just wait around and like do nothing versus her, because she just passively has tools to force you into approaching. So this is all this is all kind of built on kind of the idea that she is not good at playing her game by itself. Like, she doesn't have the best buttons for like pure offense and just kind of like doing the ultimate thing where you mash buttons and you win. All of her tools are like, hey, these punish you for pressing buttons. These deny you pressing buttons. These are specific counters to specific tools, but they're very strong in use, right? Like, they're all specialized tools that require knowing the matchup. And I think that's a big part of why it's taking so long for this character to evolve. But yeah, granted, when you look at her like more like direct good tools, combo game is one. Like, she has so many things, like up tilt, back air, simple but powerful kill confirm. You can do down tilt for combo starters as well. Forward air is an amazing tool for lots of reasons. You can combo off of it into things like multi-jab for kills. You can combo into itself. You can get edge guards off of the move. You can do like things like this. You like, oops, just like forward air and then like up B, side B. Like, there's a lot of stuff. It's also Rekka, right? So it's like, you can shield pressure this super well. I can do like fast forward air, right? And like mix up your block with that. Like forward air, drift away, bait out an attack, punish. I can like forward air, cross up your shield like that, or even just like grab you. I can do even 3 and just do 1, 2. Oops. It's like she has all these mix-ups with that move, which granted, it's a decently ranged move, not massive, especially for ultimate. It's not a particularly big move, but it really works well in tandem with the fact that she denies you from pressing buttons already. So then she gets to press you with that move that has built-in mix-ups, and she gets lots of combos if she hits you, even off her up throw. Like, her up throw leads to combos, it leads to follow-ups. So like, her up throw is also really good. Having throw combos in this game, a lot of characters have it, but it's still like an amazing thing to have. The fact that she has up throw setups of not necessarily combos, I'm not sure if like they're actually true, but like they can frame trap and stuff, is insane. So she has a lot of combo versatility with like her entire kit once she does get those hits in. And she can like zero death. Like, I've seen like Bayonetta players literally hit someone, and especially with platform resets, just like carry them off the top or off the side for free. Speaking of off the side, by the way, edge guarding. May not be as good as Smash 4, but like, that's still a great edge guard tool. Going off stage and just like up being great edge guard tool. Once again, it relies on you knowing how the opponent's character recovers to know which moves to use and how like position. But yeah. So with all these strengths, what is her weakness? So one weakness is that she does have trouble killing if she doesn't land specific combo starters. Like if she doesn't kill you with like some sort of setup below like 100, I feel like there's like a window from like 100 to 150 where if you're just kind of playing center stage properly, she can't really kill you unless she commits like a hard reach smash, which granted I think using like things like her just raw forward smash and up smash are super underexplored options for her because they're really big and pretty powerful. But I'm not the Bayonetta main here, right? So she does have trouble killing. You know, a back air is a decent kill move, but like it's not like the easiest move to land on someone. You know, it's pretty safe. Yeah, so it's kind of like Sheik. You have to know your setups to get these early kills, or to at least rack up lots of damage to put you high enough percent so it doesn't matter anymore. And if you don't land those, it's rough. Her hitboxes do generally have like pretty poor range in them. So like if someone knows the timing of when you want to attack, like you will get out space. So you always have to be one step ahead of like, all right, is my opponent going to swing? All right, I'll punish. Is my opponent not going to swing? Now I pressure. Oh, being short's also a problem for her. She doesn't hit short characters well at all. Like, you know, side B angles upwards like that. Gun hits upwards. Like, her nair doesn't hit super low to the ground. You gotta do like this, it can't hit super low, right? Like, her fair, like, even hits high up. Like, she doesn't hit short characters well at all. But very, like, fast, spammable projectiles that can be used to bait out which time in particular are very annoying. So things like Olimar is very annoying. I wouldn't be surprised if a random character like Duck Hunt is obnoxious, actually. And, you know, maybe this changes over time. She gets better versus projectile characters. Like, I think Pikachu can be obnoxious because they can, like, you know, throw a T-Jolt and then, like, run away and let Bayonetta players burn which time, like, on the T-Jolts, reducing the which time duration when they hit with it. I also think really, really, really fast characters that can, like, just run away from her, like Sonic can be very annoying because they can just run away. Or, like, maybe, like, Myth or just running around can be annoying. The thing about a lot of fast characters having poor recoveries and disadvantage states would kind of balance out the fact that she can't hit them well. She is also very lightweight. Come on the fact that, you know, she kills people higher percents. She can definitely be cheesed by rage. But I like struggle to think of like, it's like I struggle overall to think of weaknesses she has because of all of this. Where it's like, you know, like a lot of these are like, yeah, she can kind of play like the projectile character issue. She has great counterplay to like, you know, getting outranged. She can deal with fast characters fine. She's actually, she herself is actually pretty fast. Like her dash speed and initial dash is like slightly above average. I'm just like, yeah, like she doesn't, it really ends up just being a like kill power weight ratio. I think ends up being the biggest issue with her. And short characters. Maybe characters with really good ass show game that can like punish a lot of her pressure because she doesn't have much range. And like if you know like she's gonna side B or up B your shield, you can respond to that with punishes. You have to be on point though. But I think overall, I think we're gonna see the Bayonetta players keep rising. In terms of aggregate results, I like looking at Bernard Loop's like character results spreadsheets for this kind of stuff, because like these sheets like give pretty good ideas of how good characters are nowadays. Like Bayonetta, 22 in terms of results. That's really good for a game with 80-ish characters, and significantly better than I think people expect. And that's just, you know, with a few dedicated mains. She's not even like a popular character. You know, she's not like a Mario or Kazuya or Cloud where people are just playing her everywhere. No, like not many people play Bayonetta. And despite that, you have the Bayonetta players getting better results than Pac-Man, Yoshi, Pokemon Trainer, Wario, like Terry. What's the other popular character she outperforms? Young Link, Captain Falcon, Zero Suit, Ken, like all these characters, Lucina, all these characters that are almost definitely more popular than her, and she outperforms them by quite a bit. And I don't think any top players will pick her up because I think she's a very specialized character that requires a lot of time into lab to like learn exactly how she plays, all the combo routing, because her combo routing is very unique and people are still figuring things out. You know what I saw recently that was badass? I saw a Bayonetta player, I think it was Mistake, did something like, oops, they like routed like, something like that. They routed like a side B into like the dive kick side B and combo that into forward air and killed. And I'm like, I'm just like, I've never seen that. And like, there's so much routing Bayonetta players are still figuring out. Like right now, if I get hit by Bayonetta players on like a platform with like forward air, I know they're going for side B and I might just die. And that's like more recent stuff they found out, I think. I shouldn't say more recent, but it's like, you know, it took them a while to figure that out. So it's like, what else do they have? But yeah, I think this character in the next year or so, people will recognize like for sure as a top tier. Like especially if Bloom actually travels internationally and starts farming people internationally, it's over. Or if Lima gets a bit more consistent in his results, it's over. Or like if a top player decides to invest in Bayonetta, it's over. I think this character clearly one of the best characters in the game, like top 20-ish free long term. And it's just a matter of when more than if. And this is seeing her evolution from being a shit character to, damn, most characters don't have the tools to hit her when she plays optimally. It's kind of cool. It's kind of scary. Luckily, I don't think she'll be Smash 4 levels ever. But it's kind of crazy. Like, looking at this kit, it's like her kit is like almost like so fundamentally strong in retrospect. Just being a hard to hit character with all these counterattack tools and damage output, kill power, edge guarding, etc. Yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this this video, and I'm gonna catch you later. Peace.